Hello and welcome to Bo Beats, and in today's video I'm going to do a first ever review of a pair of studio monitors, the Adam A5Xs, so stay tuned. So I haven't done a studio monitor review on this channel before. I normally do synthesizer reviews, tutorials on synths, and general music production videos. So when Adam approached me to do a review on the A5Xs, ta-da! I thought it was an interesting challenge for me because I've said in the past that I value sound treatment over getting more expensive speakers. So I've always been sitting on budget monitors. I've had Samsung Resolves, and later I got the KRK Row kit, but to be honest, I've never been quite pleased with them for various reasons that I will get into. So going into this review, I thought more expensive monitors would not necessarily mean that much in terms of audio quality. And to the surprise of no one, pro level speakers sound really good, so I was proven wrong pretty quickly. But how do you review a pair of studio monitors in video format? And the obvious answer to reviewing a speaker is, of course, let's mic it up here. Well, I chose to structure the video around 5 things that I think could be valuable for you to know about the Adam A5X. Number 1. Size and build quality. These are extremely well built speakers. The materials are premium. For example, the woofer membrane is made out of carbon, ROSL, and glass fiber. The monitors have front-facing bass ports, which helps with the proximity to walls, which is great for me since I often position my desk close to a wall, and the front-facing bass ports help me minimize bass buildup. They also sport front-facing audio level controls and on and off switches. This is very handy since it's honestly quite a hassle to reach behind monitors to turn them on and off, not to say adjusting the volume, which can be a huge pain actually. Number 2. Clarity and precision. This is where the Adams shine. They produce a clear, precise and accurate sound. Even at lower volumes, there is great clarity. This was something that annoyed me immensely with the KRKs that I'm using and the Samsungs that I had previously. I always felt like the sound was imprecise and I simply could not use them well at lower volumes. Often I found myself increasing the volume to hear details. This is not the case with the Adam. Even at low volume, I can easily pick out minor things, which does alleviate a lot of the strain on my ears, both from the stress of paying so close attention to the ear fatigue from too high audio levels. I also notice how I more easily can pick out low frequency humming and buzzing even at lower volumes, which can be a real lifesaver when recording synths or vocals. Previously, I often had to use headphones to do this accurately. Oh, and as you probably know, you need to do a little burn-in of new speakers. Number 3. The stereo field. One of the first things I noticed with the A5Xs was that the stereo image is superb. The bass is tight and centered, it's easy to pan stuff and get a sense of where they are in the stereo field. Much more so than on my previous speakers. I find this especially important in an untreated room like mine, where the accuracy of the speakers can alleviate some of the shortcomings of the room. But are these just subjective experiences, or is there some science to it? So I talked to Adam to see what the technical reasons behind this could be, and they said it was because of how the ART-X tweeter is designed. Basically, the acoustically effective surface is larger than the one of a dome tweeter with the same outer dimensions due to the many folds. They said that the more area results in higher dynamics, and that the membrane is also very light at 0.17 grams, so it can reproduce transient sounds easier. And all of this results in more information in the higher frequency range, which our ears in turn use for localization. So there is evidently some science behind what I noticed right off the bat when I plugged these speakers in. Number 4, the size. I find that at 5 inches and the slim form factor, the A5X are perfect for home studios or smaller professional studios. And of course we need a little coffee cup to speaker comparison. And what I like about near-field monitors of this size is that I can have them on my desk pretty close to me. I don't have to position them further back. I don't have to really mind how close to the back wall they are. This just fits really nicely with a smaller home studio setting. Now, if you want something that you can position further back, you can either add a subwoofer to these or buy the bigger Adam A7Xs that will have more of a punch, louder volumes, more bass. And this brings us to number 5, small size but also big sound. The Adam A5X packs a punch. You can easily crank up the volume without distorting the sound, and they do sound larger than the 5 inches suggest. And let me cite another review that speaks on this topic, and I'll link the review below. The Adam A5X is a fantastic speaker, and not just for those with limited space. It would beat out many comparably priced speakers, regardless of their size. And I do agree. I can't say I notice any difference between the 5 inches of the Adam A5X and say the 6 inches on my Rokits when it comes to volume. The Adams simply sound pretty huge. So in summary, for me these are great near-field studio monitors for any home studio or smaller professional studio. If you need more bass, you might want to consider adding a subwoofer or going for the Adam A7Xs, which will deliver a deeper bass. If you like a clear and precise sound, I think you will enjoy these monitors. Now, if the price isn't right for you, Adam has also launched a new budget series that I will link below. I haven't tested them, but they do look very promising. So if you're in the market for something a little bit more affordable, they can be worth checking out. So what studio monitors do you use? What studio monitors do you recommend? Leave a little comment down below, because I know there's a lot of you guys reading the comments and finding it interesting. So leave a little comment just to spread some knowledge. And as always guys, thank you so much for being here. Hit the little thumbs up button if you want to. Consider subscribing to my channel. And if you want to support me even further, you can go to patreon.com/bowbeats, where you can do a monthly donation to basically keep the show alive. So your help is really appreciated, and you actually get some rewards and perks. So you gain access to simplysynth.com, a music production and synth forum. You get access to the private Discord, and there's a ton of other rewards listed over on Patreon. So consider that. So thank you everybody who's watching, and I hope you have a really pleasant day. Thank you so much.